Welcome back to the channel, you guys. On today's video, we're gonna be installing the Boost Auto Ion Series door handles on the F-150 Tremor, and I'm excited about this one. Now this won't be a full step-by-step installation on how to get these installed on the Tremor, as Boost Auto already does a fantastic job highlighting that process over on their YouTube channel. I'll make sure to link that description below in the description, and you guys can go check it out if you have any questions regarding this install. These handles are packed with a lot of really neat lighting features, sequential switchback, running lights, and we're gonna go over all that in this video. Now the installation itself won't be that hard. It'll just be very, very time consuming. We have all of our 4 door handles. We have our back and our front with the passive entry. We also have all these wires that need to be snaked into every single door, as well as our little module that'll be going somewhere in the front dash. Now if we come to our first door here, this is where I will likely start. We need to take off the full front panel off the door, and we will be snaking wires through this tube here into the kind of cab down here, tapping into some of the fuses in that area. And then we need to repeat this process for all 4 doors. So I'm hoping it'll take me maybe about an hour to get each door done. So just very repetitive, very time consuming, but shouldn't be overly hard. All right, so we have everything exposed and disconnected, and that has allowed me to take off the OEM door handle. And with that being off, we can go ahead and put on our new Boost Auto Ion Series door handle. So I got the handle installed, and obviously we need to do all of the wiring still, but just to give you guys an idea of how that color match looks on the Avalanche Gray on the F-150, and it is bang on. It looks really, really good, you guys. Cannot wait to see how these little lights act once we get it all installed. All right, so I think we got everything done for the most part. I got most of the things buttoned back up on the doors. We got this shroud put back on, the speakers put back in, and then all of our trims are back on. And all the wires nicely ran through here into our doors and strapped up. And very happy with how it all turned out. But this is day 2 of working on all this. Something came up yesterday, plus it was getting a little late, so we did resume today. And we did get everything done. So quite a bit of a long-winded process. And just to kind of show you guys where I did most of my stuff, we have a lot of cleanup left to do, but everything is going to be, we had all the connections coming right back to this point here. So here's the 4 different door connections right here, and then we obviously have the one shooting this way for the back door, and then this one goes to the front door, and then this taped up bundle here goes through the cabin, you know, shoots out that way, comes back to here, all tied to the module, which we're gonna hide right down here. So once I'm done here, we're gonna nicely tuck everything up right under there, kind of like that. And then all the trim panels will cover it, and then we have easy access. So a good spot for it, in my opinion. And all we really have left to do is put all of our panels back on the doors, clean the garage up, clean any extra wiring up that we need to, and then we can go out, take it for a ride, and see how everything works and all the lighting features that are built into these little guys right here. So stay tuned, you guys. Very, very excited to see how this looks on the truck. All right, so everything is buttoned up and the install is officially done. And check this out, you guys. How cool does that look? And currently this is the running light setup. So this is what it looks like when I am driving around. And then the moment you turn on your hazards or your turn signals, those will do sequential orange, and I'll show you guys in a second here. But just check that out. Super stoked how this all turned out. And like I said, it took me a couple days just because I had stuff interrupting in between to get this all installed. Very time consuming install, but very easy nonetheless. So if we go into the truck here and we'll turn on the hazards quickly, just to give you guys an idea. And currently I have the turn signal on these running boards disconnected because I know not everyone is going to have the turn signal on the running boards. So give you an idea of what it looks like without any other lights interfering with the overall look. That's how it looks, and very, very happy. And that looks so cool, and it matches the headlights really well. I wasn't too sure if the sequential door handles would line up with the perfect sequential on the headlights, but everything works in sequence with each other, and it's just really, really cool. And then for those of you that do have the Boost Auto running boards with the sequential turn signals built in, on the driver's side, I have it all hooked up so you can get a full idea of what everything looks like working together. And just a really cool look overall. Now, I know some of you probably aren't a fan of all these LEDs on the truck, but I love the fact that this maintains that OEM plus look. The lights are so well integrated into the handles that you don't really notice them if they're not on. They don't protrude, they don't stick out. Just really, really nice job by Boost Auto getting these completely flush and integrated into the handle. And they're not invasive. They don't stand out like a sore thumb. It's just a very, very clean look overall, and just super happy with how it all came out. And I'm okay doing things different. I embrace it. I mean, I've been building trucks for a long time, and the norm was just a level kit, some wheels, tires, offset, exhaust, headlights, taillights, and you call it a day. But I like doing these unique mods that I get an opportunity to do and work on with various companies. And we've done a lot on this truck until this point. And I said in my last video, I didn't want to overdo it because we were starting to get to that point where the truck's kind of getting overdone with all the LEDs we're putting on it. But at the same time, they're very clean mods. They're the OEM plus mods that are kind of hiding on the truck. When the truck's parked and all the lights are off, you wouldn't even know all these features existed. We have the, obviously the tailgate light there, the running board lights, now the door handle lights, we have our grille lights, we have our hood lights, and we have those reverse lights down there on the bottom. So a lot of LEDs have gone on this truck, but I like to think I've done a good job making it very subtle at the same time. But let me know what you guys think. Am I just cooking this truck at this point, and are we overdoing it? But I come back in the truck here, let me show you what it looks like with the running board lights on. So we'll go up to our switches here, right there, and we'll turn the hazards off. And then that's sort of what it would look like if we have everything just normal, right? No turn signals. We have the rock lights on the bottom. I have those on an auxiliary switch with the door handles always be on our running light functions. And then we have our new Kier LED white headlights that kind of, goes with all of the white already on the truck. And we have a number of things we can do to kind of change up this look. I mean, we can turn off the rock lights on the running board. So we'll come back up here again. And then we can turn on our side vent lights, that one right there. And then if we want, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can also change the color of our headlight back to orange, turn the side vent light on, the rock lights go off, and then that's a different look for the truck. So there's a few different things we can do if we get bored of how it is to kind of change it up. And I might put these on auxiliary switch at a later date. In case I get tired of the daytime running light function, I can have it on one of the auxiliary switches up there so we can turn it on and off whenever we want. And then we also have the hood lights. I mean, we have lots of things on this truck that we have done. So we also have the hood lights right there that sort of add another aspect to the LEDs already on the truck. But like I said, let me know, what's your favorite look? What setup are you running? Should I put those on an auxiliary switch so we can have the total control of when we want them on or off, like basically the rest of the lighting on the truck? And like I showed you guys before, everything is dialed in, buttoned up nicely. We have all of our trim paneling back on all the doors. We have all of our screws in, panel covers on. And if we come over to the passenger side here, And then we look over here, you can see where we have that boost auto module is hidden underneath this panel here. So if we ever need to access it, we never need to swap a wire, cut into a wire for the auxiliary switch, it's all right here, but it's all very hidden. And like I said at the beginning of the video, not a very in-depth detail install video. Boost Auto did a fantastic job of doing that. So if you have any questions and you want to see the full install step by step, make sure you guys check out their video. I will link it in the description below. Aside from that, that's all I have for you guys. Very cool mod. If you have any questions about the mod, hit me up in the comments below. Aside from that, that's all I got today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for the continued support. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.